Hi, Jennifer. Don Green, DG Digital Services. Thanks for the opportunity here to have a quick look at your site and to give you a bit of information and possibly help you out. So, firstly, these dresses and that, they are amazing. They're so cute. I've got 6 kids and wow, like I could just picture my girls and all that in these when they were younger. That was so cool. You've done really well. So, having said that, I'll just have a look at here. So, I'm taking it that even so you do curbside pickup, which is on your Google listing, um, presuming you only get contacted via email, Facebook, etc. So if because I don't see a phone number anywhere on your site, so if that's an option, we should definitely explore that because what I'd do is I'd actually have a clickable number here because as the majority of searches are done on the phone these days, if you were to be found, that phone number would be right there on their screen. So all they'd have to do is literally tap their screen and they could be calling you. But I do understand that being online as a store and whatnot, um, that's all not always what you want to do. So the 3 things that I sort of like first advise people on is content, backlinks, and citations. I will explain these 3 and to make it a lot easier for you to understand. So when people do a search on Google, because you've got to remember Google is a business just like you and I, so they're trying to represent themselves the best way they can to the end user. So if that person, whoever put in that search, wanted to get the best they could find, Google does just that. So a way they do that is by looking for the volume of content with some authority in the industry, good keywords, etc., that they could be searching for, and they like to have around 1,000 to 1,500 words of content on that homepage. Um, you probably have some hidden and everything within your images and whatnot. So that's okay. So just so you know that a backlink is well, I'll take you to the back of your site because this will help me explain it a lot easier. So if I went and showed you your power source, so to speak, this is your data that this program I use, which is Ahrefs. They run on similar algorithm as Google, and so this is sort of like a bit of a reputation or representation, should I say, of how you're viewed on Google as well. So this is a global ranking, so you're just over 69 millionth, as in the grading for your website. This number here, which is your DR, that is a score from 0 to 100. And you are at 0.6. So there's definitely work to be done there. So this represents the power of your website, okay? And you have 308 backlinks, okay? And they're coming from just 10 websites. So basically, as an average, let's say, whoever's done this for you or whatever, they're basically, if we look at it as an average, because I can't actually tell you just by looking at these 2 numbers without going deeper, how many of these backlinks are on each one of these pages. So on this, you're around 30 to 31 links per page. Like, our magic number is 7. Okay, so you can understand when you're doing more than 7 to 10, you're definitely starting to drain the power from the site that those links are coming from, because that's what you're doing. You're transferring it from the link, from the site that you're coming on onto yours. And to explain what a backlink is just a little bit further, see, this is Ahrefs website, right? But see here, this is your domain name. So if I was to click on that, it takes me straight back to your website. So that means that this here links back to you because it's like a clickable link. Okay, so that's what a backlink is. It's your website on another site on the internet. Okay, so this is telling me that you have got your domain name on 10 other websites. Okay, but you do have your name 308 times on these 10 websites. So you can see that that's really drawing some power out of these, especially if the ones that they're coming from aren't very strong in the first place, which would mean this is why you're getting less power, because these aren't very powerful sites at all. Also, if we did have a really powerful site, this would still be too many, because it would be draining. So, and the other thing is, if you got 27 keywords on your website, that's what you're found for. Okay, so but you're only really getting one inquiry a month in regards to the keywords. Okay. So it might be just one keyword that you're getting found for. So if I just had a quick look at your keywords, Alice in Wonderland inspired dress, that's not really representative of you, and that does have 30 inquiries a month. And see this here, KD, that represents keyword difficulty. So that again is from 0 to 100. So closer to 0, like 0 to 3 is really nice to be going for, because that means it's easier to rank. Okay, so when it goes 10 and above, they're getting some difficulty going on, and that's why it can sometimes cost more, because you might be wanting to be found for a keyword like girls' vintage clothing or something like that, which, let's just say that was a 20 or something as a KD. That would take more effort, more power to get you found for that. So that's where the costs vary and everything, because we look at how easy and how difficult it is to get you some results. But even for this, you're still on page 2, you know what I mean? So Kayley, which is, it's pretty irrelevant to you as such, because even so it's a part of the title, it's got so many other people using that keyword for different reasons. Okay, so emerald green cocktail dress, once again, that could be looked at by women or whatever. So it doesn't really mean that you're going to get 100 searches for a girl's green cocktail dress. Okay, so, and this is 100 searches Australia wide, because if it does not have a location or a suburb, so to speak, it becomes an Australian as a total. So let's just say that would be, let's just say this one here would be Queensland, or your actual suburb next to it. Well, then it would be a local one, and you'd probably find there might be 10 then, you know what I mean? But because this is just a national keyword, so to speak, you're not getting really a lot of traffic for that. Actually none. So this one here, this is how much traffic you're getting for these keywords. So you're getting half a customer every month. So you might get 6 customers a year for this, for looking for people searching this. Okay, so we need to up the ante on that, and we can add more power, put you to position 1 if we needed to, or because as you can see, you're on page 2, the bottom of page, or top of page 4, page 5. Page 5. So it's going up and up. So now you're onto page 7, page 8, 9, etc. But the keywords are they're not really representing what you want. And I'm pretty sure you don't do dolls dresses. See this one here, 20 searches a month, but you're still getting no traffic, and you're on page 8. Okay, so we need to do some really good keyword research. Okay, so, and that's going to determine what you do. So if I just had a quick look at your opposition, Little Clothing Co. Okay, if I looked at them and then had a look at their back end for you, even so, they're 150th million, and they don't 150 millionth. They have absolutely no rating. See this? They've got 5 backlinks from 4 sites, which is a good ratio, but it's really not enough to give you any power where you've got that 308. But where they can get traffic from, and the reason that they are beating you, is because, see these keywords? They got nearly 460 keywords. So people can put in all sorts of search, and it could be one of these 460. See, well, you've only got 27, and 17 of them Australian. So you can hopefully understand that the keywords are really important, because even so you're twice as strong as a site, they have more keywords in their content and things like that, which would get them more traffic, because the search engine is about keywords. So we can definitely do some research and even copycat what they're doing, seeing what they're getting good traction for, and where, and things like that. So that's not a problem at all. And Citations is basically, this is your Google listing. A citation, it's telling me you've got about 11, but all it is that it's saying it's your business name, your address, and phone number, which you don't have, on the internet. Some might be a directory or something like that. So when you have these in more places, then you get into that little section known as the map pack. So if I just went here, see this, for this keyword, girls vintage clothing. Okay, so these are all places, but this bit here is the map pack, and this is basically saying that these people have more business names, address, and phone numbers, etc., on the internet than all the others. But this is something that we can look at, and for this, it's a national keyword, but you weren't on the first 10 pages. Okay, so obviously girls vintage clothing hasn't been utilized as a keyword for you. So this little things like that where we can help assist and get things running. So if any of this sparks some interest, or you want to ask some questions, please just reach out. All my information will be on the email. So Don Green, DG Digital Services. You have a great day, Jennifer. Bye now.